Alright guys and gals, did a lot more work on this since the last time we jumped in here a little bit ago. Spent actually a few hours on it today. One of the parts that I really wanted to tackle was get the big drop kind of out of the way. Like you might have saw me mention on Twitter, really kind of an intimidating part, especially just to kind of get the drop right, but not make it too fast and not make it too slow, and to add the stairs in like the real one has. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm just, kind of giving some of the pieces. I know the bridge doesn't look quite as fairy tale, as I'd like, but it still come out okay. Waterfall come out pretty cool. I'm kind of happy with how the foliage kind of layers and just kind of stacks and makes its way up the hill, kind of towards the mine shaft. So yeah, all in all, I'm happy with it. I spent a few hours just kind of testing out different lengths and different different drop heights, and this is kind of what I come up with that worked the best, and kind of finishes out the coaster pretty well. One thing though that really is kind of aggravating me, I know it might aggravate you, but the actual obviously if I get the house and I start building on Snow White's house and get it put right here, the actual station entrance is not supposed to be that far away from the main drops mine shaft entrance. So it's supposed to be back here, pretty much just a little bit ahead of the big drops entrance. But just given the way the station worked out and the actual the initial layout, how they kind of drop out of the station and move right here as they make their way to the first lift hill, it just really, my version here doesn't lend itself to the station set that far back. So, you might have to probably just overlook that a little bit. I know that's probably a big inaccuracy, but, in the main scheme of things, I don't think it'll end up bugging me too bad. But just so you know, if you go to do your recreation, yeah, the station entrance is not supposed to be this far forward. It's supposed to be tucked more in, aligned with the big drop. So take that into account. If you are a realist and you are a perfectionist, this is not correct. But we're still having fun with it, and kind of smoothed out this first drop a little bit, brought the terrain more up towards the the spline of the coaster and the actual track. So another thing too that I've got to work on, haven't even touched yet, but that is the actual dark section. But one of the things that I've really kind of wanted to get out of the way is that first big drop. So now that is over with, it's really kind of it's really kind of going to force my hand to get into the dark section, because, you know, Snow White's house won't be a big deal at all. I've got some ideas to put some of the animatronics in there, but the last part, yeah, and of course too, I got to build the actual queue, and the kind of like the big queue building that'll set out here before you make your way actually into the mine. But yeah, so the next big part that I've got to tackle, just gotta get in here and try it, is the dark section, because we know how important that is to this ride. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on here in part 2, guys. Like always, leave me your comments down below of what you think of the layout and the theming. And remember, it's like we had mentioned earlier, this ride kind of has a cartoony type feel to it. So the rocks and the trees, and, you know, if you think they if you're getting a feel for this ride, and if you've ever rode it before, you know it's kind of like I almost say a little bit over exaggerated, but the foliage and the adventure pack have definitely helped me out big time on this to you know, just kind of like I said, get that tiered layering right and kind of believable. But yeah, that's all I got for this time, guys. Hopefully next time I'll have a dark section update for you, and maybe let you take a ride through that. So like always, give me a thumbs up if you end up enjoying this video, and subscribe for more Planet Coaster content, and come back and hang out with me and the dwarves and Snow White, and we will try to yeah, like I said, get that dark section going. So anyways, guys, yeah, thank you again, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you. See you.